his matchup with Adam Grace at the first WPW show that you guys introduced to us. Honestly, he was the guy that really stood out next to, I think, Sadist. Colin Brooks is just amazing, and I think that it's now time for him to start, getting into that, not quite main event level scene, but hopefully upper mid card scene. I think that he's ready for that.
Actually, you convinced me to change my pick. If you're gonna pick Colin Brooks, I'm picking Adam Grace.
Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Next matchup on here is, ironically, Colin Brooks versus Justin Dredd. In what is promised to be a high-impact matchup, both Justin Dredd and Colin Brooks have a vast aerial offense. Dredd has had a chip on his shoulder ever since his return in November of 2016. Brooks, on the other hand, is venturing into singles competition for the first time in a while. Both men look to start their new year off with a solid victory. And for those of you that are wondering why I'm saying this so well, it's because I'm basically looking at the Facebook post that they have here that is just so well worded, and it just looks awesome, and there's no way that you can actually do justice to it than to say this. So
it's so nicely written because I believe our boy TW3 runs their Facebook page now.
Oh wow, jeez Louise. Well, shout out to you, TW3.
I think he said he runs the page now.
Awesome.
That's a tough one. It's a tough one to pick. It's hard to go against Colin Brooks, so I'm gonna go with Young Money.
I agree. I think that Colin's going to go two for two on that night, get his singles win over Justin, and then win the Battle Royal to become the new number one contender. But you also got Adam Grace, so that'll be still very interesting to see. The next match is a triple threat matchup, and by all means, please tell me if I'm wrong in pronouncing one of these guys' name. Derek St. Holmes, I believe you refer to him as Derek St. Holmes Esquire, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I had a feeling.
You put your pinkies up when you say his name.
So, Derek St. Holmes Esquire, pinkies up.
That guy's amazing.
He is.
I love it. Seriously. When I was doing some of my training, I went up to him and I was just like, I wish I could get like an hour of just one-on-one training with him in that ring. Just the stuff you could learn from that guy. Man,
that's major props. So Derek St. Holmes, you got a shout out from AJ Jensen here. So Derek St. Holmes versus Ian Gager, I believe his name is. And then they'll be facing off against Dysfunction. This match features three men making their return to WPW. St. Holmes, the grizzly veteran with immense technical skills, is always a threat. Ian Gager has found success where he has gone, anywhere that he's gone, and looks to take WPW by storm. Finally, there is Dysfunction, who is quite possibly the most dangerous man to ever set foot in WPW and would love nothing more than to start a reign of terror over WPW. One thing is for sure, something has to give. I'm going with Derek St. Holmes on this one. I have not seen a bad match with this guy, and I think that he is just, his technical skills are just beyond what I can even comprehend. So Derek St. Holmes is my pick.
I very, very rarely pick against Derek St. Holmes, and I'm sorry, Derek, but I got to go with Dysfunction on this one.
You think the wild man's going to do it?
Huh?
You think the dangerous man's going to do it?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, we move on to the WPW Tag Team Championships. E&I versus MIA. After getting intentionally disqualified last show, MIA has been ordered to defend the titles again against the dancing duo known as E&I. Although Pornstash and TW3 are a new team, they show great chemistry and both men know how to win championships. Meanwhile, MIA has shown they are willing to do anything to win, and I mean anything. Can MIA find a way to fend off the challengers? And I want to say this, there's actually the first spelling error in this one. It says, can MIA find a way to fend of the challengers? I think they forgot to put an F in for off, so.
Oh, yeah.
No big deal, though. No big deal. Just one of those things where it's like, I didn't know off only had one F in there. But who do you got?
I'm going to go with the champs retaining.
I agree. I think that, if they got intentionally disqualified at the last show, As much as I love to see Pornstache and TW3 as a team, I think that MIA is going to find a way to use to coin the phrase "cheat to win."
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one.
So we go on to the Titletown Championship. This is actually a surprise to me, especially when I looked at the description here. Jordy Lee defending against Logan Lynch. Last show, Jordy Lee shocked WPW fans by capturing the Titletown Championship from the dominating former champion Logan Lynch. Lynch was livid following the match and demanded his rematch immediately. This rematch will be a hard-fought battle as both men look to walk out of the watering hole with the title. Whew. Boy, Jordy Lee has definitely been very impressive, and also I already know how hard Logan Lynch can hit, so I'm going to go with Logan Lynch on this one, just so that I can save my chest for the time being.
Logan Lynch, he's one of my favorite guys. He's a good dude. I love hanging out with him. He's great in the ring. I was definitely talking about him earlier. The guy has it. To quote Chris Jericho, he has it. But, as much as it as he has, I still think Jordy Lee is gonna retain the title.
Honestly, AJ, I would love for you to just, and this would be awesome if we could record this. Just go up to Logan Lynch and just be like, "Hey, kid, just do the finger point. It would just be amazing just to see that." Oh man. Next matchup is Adam Grace versus Shogun Chris Logan. Adam Grace found his edge at the last show, pinning not only the WPW champion Ben McCoy, but also Joey Avalon. I could see why you're so high on him. Then he left Chase McCoy in a heap before running out of the 8-man tag match. Grace looks to continue his momentum. However, to do that, he will have to go through one of the toughest competitors the state of Illinois has to offer. Logan has dominated in every company he has worked for and looks to do the same in WPW. Oh, man. Feeling confident about your boy Adam Grace?
Oh, yeah.
So you're going with Adam Grace on this one?
All day.
All day, every day, Adam Grace. I'm actually going to pick Shogun Chris Logan. And while the guy is from Illinois, I think for somebody that has dominated and gone through everybody in that state, that he figures, you know what, I'm tired of these guys. I'm going to go to Wisconsin and start going there. I think that he might make a strong impression in his first night out there. So it's going to be very interesting to see how well he does.
Yeah, I hope you like being wrong, Nate.
You're hoping that I'll be wrong?
No, I said I hope you like being wrong.
If we're going to talk about the Stevens Point show again, let's not. Jeez Louise. All right, so the next matchup is a no disqualification matchup between Sadist and Bobby V with Jason J in Bobby V's corner. This feud will be finally settled at Square One. Bobby V, along with his manager Jason J, have done everything they can to humiliate Sadist. However, this time anything goes and there will be nowhere to run. Sadist looks to start 2017 by beating Bobby V to a pulp and sending a clear message to the locker room that he is not a man to be messed with. I think we both can agree on who's going to win this one.
Well, you would think that.
You would really? Well,
Here's why.
All right.
Here's why. And normally in this situation, I would pick Sadist to go over, hands down.
Right.
But being that it's a no DQ match, what's to stop the rest of Jason's boys from coming out and working Sadist over?
Well,
Remember, he's got a whole stable of guys in that locker room.
Well, that is true. But
I think, and here's what I'm thinking too. That it's no DQ. That he's going to get involved. Jadis is going to go after him, and that's when the other guys are going to come out and attack Sadist, and it's no DQ. So it's going down two ways. It's really hard to pick one. It's either Sadist is going Bobby V is going over with the help of all of Jason's guys.
Well, which scenario do you see it going?
I could probably see. I'm gonna go with Bobby V.
Big boy, Bobby V.
It's amazing. Like, you know, he gets a lot of heat from the crowd, but as much as as cocky as he is in that ring and all that stuff, he backs it up in there. The dude is amazing in the ring.
I definitely do agree with that.
And Sadist, I mean, what can you say about him? He's a freaking monster.
Yeah, that's also the reason why.
T-shirt for a reason.
Yep, there's a reason why I'm going with Sadist, and I think that one of the main things that I could say about Sadist is that he actually held his own when he had that title match, the first show that you guys showed us between him and Joey Avalon. He definitely showed his own. He definitely knew how to. Actually, he didn't even need anybody's help. He just beat everybody up like no tomorrow. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's just like.
This is going to be one of those matches where if I'm wrong, I don't care. I'll be happy to be wrong. With it being no DQ, I definitely see some shenanigans coming into play.
Or we could see another one of those crazy spots like American Violence had with the Dojo Boys.
Yeah.
This could be a major spot fest. So definitely, I think that would be a matchup really worth looking into. We have the main event, the WPW Heavyweight Championship. Ben McCoy versus Joey Avalon. For the first time ever, Ben McCoy will go toe-to-toe with Joey Avalon. Not only do these two fan favorites not like each other, but each believes they are the best wrestler in WPW. McCoy had an amazing comeback in 2016, capturing both tag team gold as well as the heavyweight title. Avalon, on the other end, was also WPW heavyweight champion and has been a cornerstone of the company. To many, he has been the face of WPW for the last few years. This is one you don't want to miss. I definitely agree. This is going to be one of those things where I think it's going to be balls to the walls, just great wrestling, and seeing Ben McCoy in action, seeing Joey Avalon in action, just imagining these two facing off against each other in one-on-one action. Oh boy, that's just. It's like my brain's just about ready to burst. It's just the possibilities are endless with these two.
Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a match. They actually left out another huge feather in Ben McCoy's camp. He won the Freedom Cup last year, which is actually the reason he got the title shot against Brock Hall.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that now. I think that that's definitely one of those things that they definitely need to make note. But as far as who is going over, this is one of those things where it is very tough, but I'm going to say with confidence, Ben McCoy retains. As much as Joey Avalon is indeed, the face that runs the place that is known as WPW, I think Ben McCoy is just getting started with his title run, and he's probably not going to let go of that title that soon. He's one of those guys that I could definitely say that he's almost like the AJ Styles, where he could just look at Joey and say, "You want my title over my dead body?"
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to go with Ben McCoy on this one. I think old Bulletproof Ben's going to crash that jet.
Bulletproof Ben. Well, that is our predictions for the WPW Square One show, guys. Again, you can check it out. It's going to be premiering tomorrow at the Sand Lot Entertainment Complex in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tickets are still available, as AJ says, for WiscoPro.com. Otherwise, you can get them at the door. It is a night that you definitely do not want to miss. It looks amazing. The show will it be worth every single penny that you pay, even hay pennies if they even still make those anymore. Throw in a Canadian penny and you're good. But that is going to wrap it up for this edition of the Squared Circle Podcast. Thank you, AJ, for joining us here today.
Yeah, no problem. Don't forget, you can always find us at Smark Money on Twitter, at KLOG7, at Agent81. You can find us on Facebook